Well, hello. So today we're going to talk about entitlement. What is it? Entitlement. I feel entitled. Various different people on various different levels feel a certain level of entitlement. What does that mean? That either I would put in what I need to put in order to get what I need to get. That's how that works. My relationship. I feel entitled. If I am a white man, I am entitled to respect, because I'm at the top of the food chain. I'm just being sarcastic. So, all those elements, it's in eBay sales. I tell people that I sell on eBay, if you pay a price, if you pay something, you feel, of course, rightly so, right, that you're entitled to your item. You're in a relationship. You feel like you're entitled to trust. They're not going to cheat on you. You see the different levels of entitlement. Sometimes, you go to your favorite place and they don't have your drink and you feel like, ugh, are you entitled to that drink? You see the different gradients of entitlement. And I'm here to tell you that you're not entitled to anything. Anything. Zero. Nothing. The only thing that I can grasp at that's from a spiritual perspective, and I really do think that the forefathers had this amazing wisdom, was that we are entitled to the pursuit of our own happiness. From the moment we arrive out in the world with life, we want to be happy. We want that certain level of comfort. Whether it's, in order to be happy, we need food, air, oxygen, water. We need all those things. We are entitled to the pursuit of our own happiness. So what does that mean? What if you arrive in Mars with an oxygen tank outside and you die? You're entitled, but the circumstance that you're born into comes from the choices that you made from the spiritual world before coming to this reality. So you may be like, the first birth was coming and then the baby died. And you go down in history as the first baby that died, So then there's various different gradients as to the choices that people choose. And I'm going to get out really controversial with this one. Emmett Till. Ooh, that's a heated topic for some of you that know who Emmett Till is. The question becomes, did Emmett Till's soul choose to be in that particular situation, to arrive, and knowing the soul of his mother and what his mother would do and the things that they would do and how it would ripple and how it would evolve and create a reality where it's safer? You know what I mean? What if his mother hadn't gone that route? And if you're interested in Emmett Till, I would recommend that you Google it. It deals with racism, it deals with very different. But then the question becomes, do people choose to have racism fall upon them? Do people choose poverty to fall upon them? Are they more spiritually elevated? You look at the Bible and you look at, are the meek are the ones that are like, yay, you know what I mean? What does that mean? Is it because they are the ones that have chosen the burden in order to awaken society? That is ultimately the goal and the understanding, that we have this veil and we're like, all the pain that I chose that happened to me is in order to awaken society. So that falls into all the whole, and you may disagree, you may agree, you may disagree, and I encourage you to go into the comment section and have a discussion with other people, myself, if I have the time, to be able to elaborate a little bit more. But so we are not entitled to anything. We're not entitled to healthcare. We're not entitled to education. And why are we not entitled to education and healthcare? Because everybody is entitled to the pursuit of their own happiness. From an American standpoint, from a spiritual perspective, that's what I'm throwing out there, right? That means that if your happiness, if each individual is entitled to that, then that's how. If you're in a world where nobody wants to be a teacher, tough luck. If you're in a world where nobody wants to be a doctor, tough luck. Because if they don't want to be that means they have to fall into slavery in order to achieve your happiness. you know, so they're not achieving their happiness. You have stripped away their you're actively in the process of stripping away the pursuit of their own happiness in order to fulfill your happiness. Is there happiness for everyone? According to Kabbalah and according to spirituality, yes, there is happiness for everyone. There is heaven that flows like a wonderful well constantly, like you know what I mean? But it just depends on our level of frequency and connection to those levels, and of course the level of frequency of the people around us to those levels. So back to entitlement. I recommend that everybody ask themselves, when do I write down what do I'm feeling entitlement of? What am I feeling entitlement of? And just for that sense of gratitude, you know, sometimes, and dig deep, simple things, you know, or big things, make it quick, you know, whatever you can in order to address different levels of our entitlement in order to grow. So, particularly, I recommend the ones that trigger you the most, the ones that push your buttons, you know, feel like you're entitled to that. Okay, well, what does that mean? What does that mean when someone triggers that button? And what does that mean as your spiritual growth as a human being? Either way, I want to wish you a double, because I didn't do it last time. Wonderful, 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 wonderful eternity.